of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for watching my YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your suggestions and your comments. If you have not subscribed to our Spotify channel, then please do, so that you can listen to all the videos in audio form anytime, any place. Today, we are going to talk about Prashna, and we're going to see an important aspect of life in Prashna. Many a times we get people asking us if the person whom we had a relationship with or our ex, is he going to come back? So when we're going to talk about ex, we can categorize it into two ways. Has there been a legal arrangement? Has there been a marriage with ex? Or has there been just the love intense relationship? When we're talking about the love part of it, then 5th house comes into prominence. Marriage, the 7th house comes into prominence. With this in mind, when we are qualified enough to demarcate both of this when in our mind as to which area do we need to see, the question becomes easy. Another point I'd like to specify here is that when we are doing the Prashna is very important. Prashna is a very potent one, but many a times it so happens we need to take a decision. It is said in the Shastras that the overriding factor, Prashna can never be an overriding factor over the birth chart. So if you have your birth chart and your birth chart indicates certain things, and the Prashna is also indicative of the same thing, then the event that we are planning or the event that we are foreseeing is most likely to take place, because both the Prashna and the birth chart are in consensus. As we move ahead, we talk about Prashna basics, return of the past life. So what do we need to see? We need to see the Lagna. We need to see the 5th house. And when we talk about will there be a permanency, we need to see the 7th house also. Does the 5th lord have anything to do with the 7th house? But when there's a very strong point here also, because when you are talking about permanency, then if you're connecting the 5th and the 7th, you might also have a lot of problems when you move in towards permanency, when you try to sediment or cement that relationship. Because if it's a malefic involved, then it will give you, probably take you away from that relationship. Another point that you need to understand and follow. So let's take this example. I had this student of mine coming up and asking me that would my ex-boyfriend return? So the first thing that I saw was the Lagna. The Lagna Lord was in the 3rd house. That is, Lagna Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter talks about expansion. And the 3rd house typically talks about something new developing. And it is not about in continuum. It's not, this Jupiter is not in the 4th house of emotions, of past. No, it is in the 3rd house, which is a new house, which is a house of having something new. That is one indication. Then I look into the 5th house concern. Yes, the 5th lord is aspected by Jupiter, but again talks about something newness. The 5th lord is Mars. The 5th lord Mars is in the 7th house. And the 7th lord has gone in the 6th house. The 5th house is also tenanted by the 6th lord and the 9th lord Sun. So taking all these in picture, we've got a picture of the position of the planets. Now, when we analyze it one by one, the 5th house has Venus, which is the 6th lord. Okay, so yes, there could have been a resurrection, but then the resurrection would not last. Why would it not last? Because there could be fights. 6th house is obstacles, 6th house is fights. So there could be fights. And the 9th lord being Sun and being exalted, it could be on matter of principles and it could be on matter of ego also. It would burn that Venus out. Sun happens to be in 18 degrees, which is in the Nakshatra of Bharani, and Venus is in 28 degrees, which is in the Nakshatra of Kritika. The fight would so escalate. Kritika Nakshatra, if you have a planet, if you have the 6th lord, the person is not going to come back. The person will leave probably on high ground, on moralistic ground, on egoistic ground, and would not return. Similarly, if there is a planet in Bharani Nakshatra, it would mean that once it's over, it's complete, it's over and done with. It is the nakshatra of Yama. So, and there's a tale behind why I'm saying this, but the crux of the matter is, once it's over, it's over. And so it could be well sedimented, it could be well said that the person is not going to come back because it's over and done with. And because it's the sixth lord also, sixth lord in the fifth house. You fought it out, the person left in a half over ego issues. And the seventh lord is again with Rahu in the sixth house, which says that there could be immense amount of misunderstandings about settling down, or the person could have shown interest. The word keyword here is shown, because Rahu is illusion, could have shown that he wanted to settle down, but in reality, he did not want to settle down. So coming to this conclusion, I told the person that it doesn't seem as if the person wants to settle down, didn't want to settle down, was wanting something new. You have to move on because it's something over and done with. That very day, I got a message from my student that she happened to see the profile of the person, and of all days, it was then that she saw that he was engaged to somebody else and had decided to move on in her life. And she also took a decision to move on in her life. So we see that the Prashna can give very direct and exact answers, and we can also see the role of nakshatras so beautifully defining in the Prashnas. And if you want to learn more on Prashna, we have a course on Prashna coming up right on the 23rd of May. And if you want to enroll, you can WhatsApp us, or you can directly do it from our website. Till we meet with you again, stay tuned and
please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.